Hey guys, since it's spooky season, I wanted to share a scary experience I had during a trip to the Philippines. I was born and raised in the Philippines until I was 11, and then my family moved to Canada. Living in Canada, I kind of left all the ghost stories and paranormal stuff behind. It's not really something we take seriously here. But after being in Canada for 7 years, my mom decided to take my siblings and me back to the Philippines for a vacation. Even though I left when I was young, I stayed in touch with some childhood friends who still live there. Many of them have families now, so instead of going out, I invited them to come over to our house for lunch or dinner. Our family house in the Philippines has always been known as the haunted house in the neighborhood. But since I didn't really believe in that stuff anymore, I never gave it much thought. I'd spend hours alone in the house and never felt anything weird.
One of my closest friends, who had recently given birth, agreed to visit, and since I'm her baby's godmother, I asked her to bring her baby along too. I told my grandma that my friend was coming over, and she offered to go to the market to buy something special to cook for us. I decided to stay home so my friend wouldn't have to wait outside with her baby, especially since it was just my grandma and me at the house. My siblings had other plans.
My friend arrived about 10 minutes after my grandma left, and her baby was asleep in her arms. I told her she could put him in one of the rooms so he wouldn't be disturbed while we caught up. Once the baby was settled, we went back to the living room to chat. As soon as she sat down, though, she stood right back up, her eyes locked on the kitchen. Our house isn't that big. When you're in the living room, you can see straight into the kitchen and dining area. She said, "I'm going to go say hi to your grandma and introduce myself." I told her, sure, once she gets back from the market. She looked at me, confused, and asked, "Isn't that your grandma in the kitchen right now?" Every hair on my body stood on end. I laughed nervously, thinking she was messing with me. "That's impossible," I said. "She just left to buy food." My friend's expression changed, and she asked, "Then who's the woman with short hair, wearing a white duster house dress, standing in your kitchen?" My grandma has short hair, but she hasn't seen my friend for a very long time. I felt a chill run down my spine. I shook my head and told her, "My grandma is wearing a blue duster today, and I've been here alone." We both cautiously went to check the kitchen, but no one was there. Just as we were trying to make sense of what she saw, we heard her baby crying from the room where we had left him. He had finally woken up. We decided not to dwell on it, brushed it off, and focused on the baby instead. But honestly, that moment has stayed with me ever since. What's your creepy story?
Okay, so this is 100% true. I'm 23 now, and this happened like 10 years ago, so I was probably 13 or 14. Anyway, I used to skate all the time with my buddies Tim and Brandon. One day, we got done skating and decided to hit up 7-Eleven to grab some food and drinks before heading home. Remember, I was only 13, 14, so we weren't driving. We had skated there and were just gonna walk or skate back. So we grab our stuff and leave the store. We're standing at the parking lot exit waiting to cross the highway. It's not a busy highway because it's a small town. While we're waiting for the light to turn red, I look back at the gas pumps and I see this dude, maybe 40, 50 years old, filling up his white truck. He's staring dead at me, and out of nowhere, he drops the pump, jumps in his truck, and floors it straight at us. He missed, but he grazed my arm and smacked my board out of my hand. Brandon yells, "What the F, you dick!" as the guy peels out and shoots into the lot next to 7-Eleven.
I swear to God, this maniac drives through a ditch and comes at us again. That's when it got real. We all take off running across the highway and toward the library, about 2-3 blocks away. I look back when we're about half a block away, and this dude is still gunning for us, full of rage. Tim and Brandon ran to the library doors.
I cut off toward the woods because it was Sunday, I knew the library was closed, and the trail through the woods leads to my backyard.
Next thing I see, he whips into the library lot, jumps out his truck, and grabs something from the back, either a shotgun or a crowbar. I couldn't tell because I was panicking. I bolted through the woods and didn't stop till I hit my street. Tim's dad was there, told me to get in his car because we had to head to the video store where Tim's mom worked. I get there, and Tim, Brandon, and 3 cops are already inside. A minute later, my mom rushes in, bawling because they thought I'd been taken. Tim swore he saw the dude chasing me into the woods, which scared the hell out of me because I thought he was after them, not me.
They never caught him, and for the next 5 years, every white truck I saw made my heart drop. Edit. The worst part, there were plenty of people around while this was going down. At least 100 folks just standing there, watching. I felt so damn helpless, running for my life, and nobody did a thing. And to be clear, we didn't provoke this guy at all. He came after us for no reason. That's the creepy part. Brandon only yelled at him after he tried to hit us. We were just kids trying to get home, and we almost got killed because of it. Damn.